Oh. What are you doing here? Looking for me? And how did you know I'd be here? I'm not always here. Although I guess it is a frequent spot that I do find myself in. When I'm not really sure where to go. It's just a nice place to sit. I need to think, or ponder, or... I don't know, it's very... cozy. It's always been my favourite diner. Although I suppose you do know that. But why were you looking for me? Because you wanted to see me. I feel like I've just seen you this morning, haven't I? No, that doesn't mean I don't want to see you either. But I guess you just missed me that dearly. I'm quite the character. But I'm actually glad that you ran into me this evening. I came here for really no reason at all, but just thinking, actually, funnily enough, about you. I don't know. I think I realised how long we've been friends and how much I don't think, well, I don't want to say I don't think I haven't, but I guess I really appreciate you being my friend. The kind of friendship that we have, it's not very common. It really isn't. At least not to our extent. Someone you can actually really rely on. Someone that you just run into in the middle of the day, or I guess in this case evening. And it's not a bother. Always genuinely happy to see the other. I really cherish that, so there, now you know. Even though I guess you already did know. But I was just thinking about that, that's all. And you stumbled upon me when I was deep in thought. So, do you think you're going to order anything? Or are you just going to, keep stealing things off my plate? Perceptive, are you? I was already done with it. How do you know that? I suppose you're right, you do know me and I am done with it, so you can have it. That's what I'm talking about. I really do feel bad for those who do not have a friendship like ours. I wonder if it's even something people come across. We randomly bumped into each other one day and somehow a friendship blossomed. Lasted all these years. What would you do without me? Oh, good, to disintegrate. I hope you wouldn't disintegrate. You're clearly somewhat capable, I would hope. But that is hoping. I'm only joking. Well, you are the one who said it first, to be fair. Yeah, I was just wandering about. I felt like just taking a walk, and I found myself back at the diner. It's always like the heart of the town, I believe. Just a place to go when you really don't know where to go. And a place where you can get a burger and a shake without burning a hole in your wallet. So what were you doing? Were you really wandering the town? Were you looking for me or something else? You're really looking for me, why don't you just give me a ring? Could have called me. Oh, because you just knew I'd be here. You have a sixth sense or something? You're my personal GPS system. I wouldn't be surprised, I suppose. You have been able to find me really easily, actually. Remember the one time I got lost in that crowd? We were walking together and we were trying to get to that one shop. It was, what was it? Such a long time ago. It was new. It just opened. It sold some famous croissant or something. I really don't recall. But there were gobs of people out that day, and it was nearing Christmas, so everyone was out shopping, and I got swallowed by the crowd. I couldn't even. Somehow I lost you. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it was a little bit jarring, at the very least. I lost complete sense of direction. I had no idea where I was. But somehow, in no time at all, I found your hand back in mine. Found me rather quickly. I still don't know how you found me, really. I'm not that tall, you know. I don't really stick out. I felt so much better and at ease. That was because of you. That's true. I have helped you too. I will take credit for that. We've helped each other. That is right. I did help you, and you actually got lost. I don't know how do you get lost? I gave you directions. Well, okay, yes, you did lose them, but you should have asked for more. But you insisted that you remembered what they were, and obviously you didn't. But I had to go out and get you. Wherever you were. I honestly don't know how you backtracked all that way. So many little misadventures we've been on. It's almost like you wonder what more's to come when you've been on so many. No matter how mundane they are. Like, what's next? It's almost nice not quite knowing. Thinking of the future, and the uncertainty is exciting. Yet it's also very frightening. Of course it's frightening. Not knowing. I mean, you don't want to know everything. Or maybe you do. But regardless, I just try to picture us in the future. Like, what would it look like? What would we be doing? What would it be? Honestly, in the beginning, I just pictured us as we are now. But that couldn't be right. We've still evolved over the years. Things change. Change for the better, mostly. But when I really think about the future, obviously you're always in it. And I realize no one else is. What do you see when you look into the future? What you picture? You're not quite sure. You have to see something. Do you really see me? Well, that's something. But I guess as I really do think now, and as I say my thoughts out loud, I think... No, I'm certain. I said to you this friendship means the world to me. Oh, maybe not is precisely that, but in so many words. And that is true. And honestly, I think that it's more than that. It has to be. Well, as I said, when I look into the future, I do see you, of course. As you said, you see me, but I only see you. You and me, always. I don't... Darling, I don't want to say anything that would make you uncomfortable. But I really have no other way to say it, because it seems so clear as day to me now. I love you. And I don't mean that just as I love you dearly, as you should already know. But I am in love with you. In the most pure way that I can say it. The friendship has rooted itself into my bones, but if I ever were to picture myself with anyone in the future, ever, I realize if I were to see myself with anyone else, it feels absolutely wrong. And I only see you. It's always you. And I do not know if you feel the same as I do, but that is how I feel. Of course I mean that. Why would I... For goodness sake, if I didn't mean it, then why would I say it? I'm jeopardizing everything in a diner of all places. One of our favourite places to eat, mind you. If everything goes wrong, well, could you imagine? But I hope that the roots of our friendship are strong enough that, even if a rejection is in order, I have something to stand on. You're not? What do you mean? You're not... You don't reject me? As in... Oh. You couldn't have said it better yourself. You love me too. How... I mean, I just realised this, unless you realised it yourself around the same time I did. You can't say you always loved me. Well, you should have said something sooner. Well, yes. You could have saved me some time. Or perhaps now is the correct time. But I do feel awful if you've been waiting that long. Or if you were too scared to say anything. I guess I'm just glad that we don't have to waste any more time now do we? Because I love you. Now this time I can hold another memory. Not of all the wonderful dinners and breakfasts, and morning talks and debates. It's also the place that I realized I loved you. And, well, shared our first kiss for one. You know, I think a celebratory shake is in order. What do you say? strawberry, chocolate, vanilla. All three?